Good afternoon again, and welcome back to Gympie Bowls Club for this third game in the 120-year celebration of Gympie Bowls Club. We have today's event is a 3-bowl open pairs. This is game 3, and our sponsors for this event. Thank you to all of them. Without sponsors, you aren't able to run events. At Community Bank at Gympie and District, Bendigo Bank, the major sponsor. We have Gympie Regional Council to thank for the live streaming event, and Stay Motel, who have sponsored the accommodation for Robbie and I, so we're not sleeping in the street. Gympie Sub-Branch RSL, Tom Grady Real Estate, Oakville Homes, and the other group of sponsors who've been involved in the week's bowls here, Nestle, John Mill Toyota, Nolan Meats, and Gympie Party Hire. So game 3 we have a I know this club, at this club most times. We're sitting here outside the clubhouse, and we can actually feel it whistling along the corridor where we're sitting. So in this game today we have a pair from Rainbow Beach, John and Ruth, and Bonny and Wayne Nairn, who are from Urangan. I saw the scoreboard inside there before, and Bonny and Wayne had a very big win in their last match. So if we get the opportunity, we'll try and get some progressive scores and let you know where everybody is sitting. The tournament is only a one-day tournament, and it is only the 3 games. So there is a total of $2,000 in prize money up for grabs, $1,000 to the winners, $500 to the runners-up, $250 for third, $150 for fourth, and $100 for the 5th place. So the game is 3-bowl pairs, as I said. It's 16 ends. There are no dead ends. The jack is respotted, and the winners of the event are determined on best margin, then a point for each end one. So at the end of the 3 games, that's all tallied up, and if the scores are equal, then whoever's won the most ends in the last 10 ends will be determined the winner. Okay, so we have Bonny on the mat at the moment. And John just cut the grass a bit there. Now these 4 have moved across from the other green, and that although we're playing the same way on both greens, that other green is considerably quicker than this one. So it may take a end or so for them to find their range here. Looking around and seeing some of the others on the green, you can see the same thing pretty much across the way. But it doesn't seem that Wayne took much convincing to know where he needed to be, and he's nailed the first one. Not a bad looking bowl coming in here from Ruth. Just going to run out of gas, did it? Yeah, she just clicked the back of it and pushed that bowl to sit down. So probably one down. Although Bonnie seems to think it's a measure. Wayne's in the field again in the park. Oh, he's got the thumbs up from the boss. Well, Ruth's well pointed as well with this one. Is it going to turn enough to sit on it? She has. She has. That's the shot bowl. Oh, well, these two skips don't seem to have any problem adjusting. They're it's 5 bowls there that have been right on the money. If you're watching Troy Somerville, did Wayne teach you how to play? Ruth's tried to be a bit more aggressive there, but she's turned her back on that pretty much straight away. So the first end has gone to the Urangan couple. Good afternoon, Roy. Glad to see you back on the coverage, brother. Hope you're enjoying it. Well, the umpire's giving a call out here to check on the length of the mat. I think if I was a betting person, I'll be backing it in to be legal. I've already backed a loser today, so maybe that won't be any good. Sorry? Yeah. Well, it's so funny that Robbie's sitting next to me. He goes, "I'd face Lily on that distance," and that's a saying I've used many times when the thing's gone. I've looked up and thinking, well, yep, that is long enough. It's longer than a cricket pitch, that's for sure. I wonder how short he has to put it in. It doesn't look that. Look at that. Oh no. She gave it a thumbs up and then picked it up. Well, what would we know sitting here? There was only a couple of moustache hairs in it. Oh, missed the line completely there. Guess you had the ball in the hand, was ready to play, and then you hold up a bit and lose that momentum, and your concentration sometimes can weigh off a bit. Yeah, tried to adjust there, and the weight was good, but just didn't pick the right line. It's an absolutely beautiful day, even though there is a little bit of wind. You'd certainly prefer to be outdoors on a day like today. Yeah, it's a good correction there. Good home. They're going to change over. I think Ruth might be holding one there. Yeah, pretty good weight from Wayne there. Found a good home at the back there. Gets the ball away very smoothly, does he, Wayne, with his arm. Well, he's pretty accurate as well. John's calling Ruth to be a little aggressive with this, to attack at it. Played the right weight. If it's going to hold, just slid past. Good attempt. Got the backers now. Again, Wayne's got this away well, but just running out of a bit of puff. But I could serve a purpose and be in the way. There's a better looking attempt here from Ruth, but it swung away right there, right at the end. Just the one. So first two ends, they've a single each time. So 2-0 after two. Anyone out there listening and in the area, there is a Fours event tomorrow. So if you'd like to come down and watch some live bowls here and have a drink and celebrate 120 years worth of history. There is a lot of memorabilia on show inside. Fascinating to have a look around at all of the old honour boards that date back to the early 1900s. A lot of the records and bookwork, there's old ledgers and pounds, shillings and pence and minutes, written in old quiver pens, and Yeah, it's just fascinating. So if you have an opportunity to get down to Gympie Bowls Club tomorrow, there's an event going on, fours all day, two games, starting around about 9 in the morning. I'm sure they'd welcome all visitors. Get along down and spend some time out in this really historic venue. Pothole Pete, did you back that winner? Yeah, Blake, they've started off well. Good afternoon, Hannies from South Africa. 6 a.m. in the morning. Just a good time for a tonic. Okay, went play off first here. Down on the forehand side. Just a little wide. The weight's very good. Not much of an adjustment required there. I think this one might just be a little on the wide side here. Out in that virgin area out there that hasn't had much use. Well, Wayne's a little bit narrower this time, so he's got a very good line on this. Just needs to run it out. We're still a little wide with the line there. She's too good a player not to be able to correct that. Been on the scene for a number of years. There's a state champion, represented districts, very accomplished bowler. Well, you got the better line this time. Is he going to come back all the way? The weight was really good. But I think it's one shot. They've opened their account, which is good. So we're 3 ends in. Have a 2-1 score. I have a feeling this is going to be a very competitive match. These two skips so far have indicated that they're capable of playing some very good bowls on this rink. So look forward in anticipation. No second places for you, Pothole. You got to back winners. They got a little bit longer length this time, with John in charge of the jack and the mat. So just didn't quite send that one. Let's see what Bonny can do. She got the ball away very well, very nicely. I think he's going to run into the same problem. It's hit the anchor. Just need to concentrate a little bit harder and just make sure that you're putting a little bit more on it. Different people have different ways to adjust their weight. There was certainly more weight on that bowl from Bonny, but just didn't quite get it wide enough to clear the mess in front. They're building Hayden's wall in front at the moment. But John's got the line. I think he's going to get close-est, although he's probably still half a metre short. There's a mile of room to draw. He's got to pick the line and get the weight. Simple sitting in the commentator's chair. You just slide under here, she's got a very good bowl here. And that'll be enough, I'd suggest. It took 3 to get there, but he's done the job, and that's the most important thing. Hubby's given her the 5, he's happy. Well, Ruth has signalled her intentions to play aggressively at that shot bowl. Cleared out a couple there from the front. There still is a draw open here for Wayne. But, I think he's going to get caught up here with not getting enough run, and it has. Perfect line going through. About a metre short. Ruth's picked a gap and gone through to the back. This is a better line from Wayne, but again, they just can't seem to get the weight right coming from that end. They've 10 bowls in, and we've only got 1 bowl behind the head. Last bowl of the end for with Wayne. I think this has got the same disease. I'll just take 1 and run. So we've had 4 ends, single scored on each of the 4, and the Nuns hold a 3-1 lead after 4. Good weight there from Bonny. Well, John's got a fair dart here as well. He's just going to shave past the jack. John's just going to slide past. Well, the players seem to have got the weight better on going this way. They're all past the jack bar one. They finally got hold of the jack. So, nice bowl there from John. Now looking out on another rink right in front of us, my old friends Nev Jamison and his lovely wife Wendy. Ishmael, another person watching from South Africa. Welcome to the coverage. Just gonna take the turn and flop down. And quite possibly has got shot with that bowl. I think Ruth was looking for a bit more grass than that. She didn't like it from the moment it left her hand. Wayne's got another well-pointed one here. Got a bit of the jack. Definitely has one there. Ruth will not want to be short here. She'll be looking to be at this jack. But he just did not have the weight to get all the way there. We've got a similar weight to last time here. Wayne's got to just pull up a bit short. So Ruth gets another opportunity to convert here. Getting a pretty good view of this from both sides, one on the screen and then watching the live action as it starts to work in, and just doesn't get the right side of it. One of the pink ones comes out. They do the Indian dance around it. Drop to one knee quickly to get the measure out. Looks like it was the deuce, a 2. That'll take the score on to 5-1 after 5 ends.
Oh, they're getting it for your team.
Okay, so Bonny to lead off. Got a shorter end this time. And they're still struggling to get their weight. Not easy, and it gets to be frustrating out there when you can't seem to get it right. This is a better bowl from John. We're about 6 inches off the jack. This one looks to have got all the way, but just on the fraction wide. But it's behind and potentially could still be in play. John, having played a pretty good bowl with his first one, it looks like he's added a second one to that. I think Wayne is looking for Bonny to play through with a bit of weight, be aggressive, and try to get some sort of contact there. Just had the right weight, but I think picked the wrong line for that shot. So John has the opportunity to add another one here. Possibly he's knocked one of the opposition bowls back, so could quite easily be holding 3. Wayne's going to have a job here to try and limit some of this damage. Yeah. It's not a fair weight, but just not the line that was needed for that.
They're the two that are replacing you and you. Yeah, okay.
Ruth has an opportunity here to slide another one in, but she's not happy. She's not picked that line now a couple of times. Let's see, Wayne can adjust from the last one. Not quite sure that he's got it out wide enough, or could be wrong. He's going to get a bit of a runner. Probably hasn't made much difference there. It still could be 3. Ruth has decided to turn it over and play the other hand. On around the back, that'll definitely be a counter there. A bit of pressure on Wayne now. This looks like it could be better. He's cleared 1 out. There's a good opportunity here. Try and put another one in there. When she gets to her own bowl, she's going to be close. Let's see what the count was there. Well, John and Ruth have definitely got the mat, so they've scored. It's just a matter of how many. So the score now moves on to 5-4. So we're 5-4 after 6 ends. Should mean they've picked up a 3 on that last end. Pulls themselves right back into the contest. Only one shot in it with 6 ends played. And so oh, a nice start there from Bonny. That's what they need to bounce back. Pretty loose end that she had with the last end, so it's good to see you can get back on there. Helps the confidence. John's just going to slide around the back. Maybe useful. Light and tight, I'd suggest. Another one in the head. On a good track here. Got the weight to turn in under that last bowl, which it has. It'll be Ruth to play first on this end. Oh, the adventurous little wick off there. Looks like that's given Ruth the shot at this stage. Wayne's looking to promote this front one. He was right at it, just didn't have enough to turn it over. If he'd turned it over, quite possibly would have got the shot. They picked a good track again here, Ruth. They're going to run it all the way to the jack. She has. Good home there. Oh, he's got a little bit more weight on this. He's going to work off this bowl. No, he's sliced the jack over to Ruth's bowl. I think you might have a couple there. The look of John had a couple of fingers up. He's got half a metre to draw another here. These are the ones that make a big difference in tournament play. If you can consistently add these plus ones when the opposition have no right to come back, it usually can be the difference between winning and losing tournaments. Two options here for Wayne. He's either drawing to Bonny's foot, or he's trying to get the outside of that dark bowl and kick Ruth out of the head. It looks like he's played draw weight there. But, he's just got out too wide. A couple of fingers have gone up there. So with that, I think it was two, yes. Two. Well, we'll be here tomorrow. Two?
Oh, no, I just can't see the light above the
Oh. That's a good field. Running it all the way out, which he has. Yeah, resting toucher.
I'm sorry, but here it is.
I think Wayne's looking to get Bonny to get one back around the back of him. Oh. Wayne's up on the mat just as the wind seems to pick up again. He's just going to come across the front of the head. A good looking bowl from Ruth there. Gets a big clap from her partner. Wayne looking to make some contact in here and be into the head. Definitely can't afford to be short. And it doesn't look like he is going to be short. Just probably a foot. But he's a couple down, so he's going to need to improve with his last. That's another good-looking bowl from Ruth. I think she's added a bit more there. So cometh the time. Let's see whether Wayne is up to the challenge here. Not sure that he's cut any out there. They're going to pull two away straight away. They're still going to throw the tape out. Gone to his bowl first and then out to the pink. Another two to John and Ruth, and after 8 ends we now have a 8-5 score. Now I've just been handed a sheet with the progressive. Winners of the tournament are decided by best margin, and then you get 1 point for each end that you win. So after 2 rounds, the team that is leading the way is Wayne Nairn, and playing here, who's currently 3 behind. He has a score of 67. Rod Riley is holding down second place with the team with a score of 46. In third, we have David Schofield with a score of 42. David played on this rink in the last game. They're from Harvey Bay. In fourth place with a score of 33, we have Pat Walsh. And rounding up the prize fifth place, we have Bruce Bridger with a score of 29. Now, given that there are points given for the ends. You're capable of scoring quite a number of points. 36 was and 34s were in the last game as scorers, so there's still plenty of opportunity for all 5 of those teams, and even a couple of them that are behind on 29s and 26s to still take part in the finish here and maybe join the prize winners. At the moment, the leaders of the event are currently behind on the televised rink. And Bonnie's got her last one up in the sand. So it's game on here. It's interesting that just looking at the records a little bit more closely, the Nairns, as I said, were the winning team at the moment with 2 good wins. Interesting enough, Ruth Perry has lost her 2 games, yet they come out here and they're really giving the leaders a run for their money. Just not going to get all the way there, Ruth. Yeah, it is difficult getting the right lines out here with these the wind going up and down. Flags drop dormant for a minute and then pick up again. There's another good bowl there from Ruth behind. Well, there's the shot bowl. Count the chickens before they've hatched. Going to be looking to search up there and try and clip that out of the head. Make a few if she can convert this shot. She's given it a pretty good try. She's taken it out cleanly. So 1 or 2 down potentially. Wayne didn't waste much time in getting this one down. They've pulled out a couple, walking around trying to determine where the next shot is. Oh, they're down again. Looked like 2 or 3 there. Didn't quite see the number of fingers. 3. Thank you. Well, the pressure mounts again. There's 3 more to Ruth and John, taking them on to 11 after we've completed 3 to Ruth. Yep. A good start here. They're keeping the pressure on. Tournament leaders are going to need to respond. See how they go under pressure. Fairly well pointed here. Going to take the turn. Well, that's a pretty good response. This one's got away from Bonnie. I don't think she's going to be very happy with that at all. Pretty important that that Bonnie can get one here in the head, give a skip, something to work with. Get a touch on her own. It's starting to do its work now. Pretty good effort. Another one in the head. Fallen down too, so there are possibilities for the skip. Well pointed here from Ruth. She's going to run it out. Just going to pull up roughly a metre short. Not going to be in Wayne's way. But it's imperative that he's right up this time. We cannot afford at this stage to have any more short stuff. They might promote Ruth here. Still on the narrow side. Well, again, Ruth is fairly well pointed. She's going to find a home at the back. Well, it's a pivotal time in the match. Ruth has the opportunity here to really put the pressure on the leaders. She's a bit on the heavy side, and off she's gone to the back. What's your name? Well, thank you. The score continues. The board continues to turn over in favour of John and Ruth. They're putting a bit of a gap between themselves and the tournament leaders.
Hang on a sec. Well, we need that result. I can't do anything without that.
So we are.
No worries. Sorry for your pain.
We are 10 ends in, and the score is 12-5 for Ruth and John. So 6 ends to play, and 7 shots the difference. We're about to get another guest commentator joining us soon. This it's they got one more, so it's 12-5 after 10. Yep. Oh, that one wobbled out of Bonnie's hands a bit. It is going to cut across the head. John is also going to end up around the back. There's still plenty of room there for Bonnie to draw. And she also is just going to slide around just a little bit runny. Ruth to play first. The opportunity here to tighten the screws a little bit more. Plenty of room for her to draw. Just lost sight. Yep, it's slid round the back as well. Wayne has the opportunity here for the dead draw. He's not going to come all the way back. I'm just waiting for you to give me the... Right, we now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Gillian Murphy from the Gympie Bowls Club as one of the tireless workers who has put this tournament together. Welcome to the commentary, Gillian.
Yeah, thanks, Timbo. Pleased to be here.
You pretty proud of you and the team, the job that's been done so far?
Yeah, it's amazing, especially for Gympie Bowls Club, because we're like the poor relation of Gympie, I suppose. And we've just gone out and put everything into this to make it, to get ourselves out on the map, really.
Well, I don't think you're the poor relation when you look at the balance sheets. I think you guys, talking to people last night, I think you've done tremendous job. You don't get to be 120 years old without having, some fabric and some sustenance and, great people behind you. So it's a job well done to you and all of your crew.
And I'm pretty proud of our facility. Our facility is beautiful. We're very fortunate in having the area we've got, where there's plenty of parking and catering to disabled as well as able-bodied people.
I'll tell you, I'm here, you're having a lot of fun in the caravan park.
Yes, we are. We developed a caravan park for the week, and the workers have decided to move in. Then we had a few others join us, and last night we thought we had 2 homeless people, but we didn't. We had 2 bowlers who drove in to have a look at the club and thought, oh, they're all staying, so we'll stay too. So
they told me it's Party City down there. I mean,
It is.
you're a local, and you've got everybody staying in your house, somebody sleeping in your bed, and you're in the caravan park.
that's right. I've got all the guys from Mackay in my place.
Are you looking forward to dolling up tonight and glamming it out with the local dignitaries and your fellow bowlers?
Yes, certainly are. You don't get that opportunity in Gympie very often. Especially we've got this amazing chef tonight. We've got Matt Galinsky, and everybody's looking forward to the food.
Okay, so the scoreboard is continuing to turn over for Team Perry.
John Borchet, actually, his mother is she has died, but she is a very important member of our bowls community at Gympie. She worked tirelessly here when she was a member.
John's mother.
Yeah,
Okay.
John's mother. And
Yep.
so we're really pleased that John's come back today to play in this tournament, because the Borchet name holds some weight in our community.
Oh, that's great. And they're, by the look of it, they're going to upset the leaders.
Yeah. Well, Ruth's a good player. She's a very good bowler.
Yes, she's got a fair resume behind her. She's won state events. Over 60 pairs, I believe, was one of the events that she's won. So this is that's a good bowl here from Bonnie. She's
Yeah, it's nice to see Urangan also in the lead, because they're from our district. And I'm a bit passionate about our district.
I would imagine you would. While we're sitting there talking about shout-outs, there's a shout-out to another one of the organisers here who's been an integral part of things, Robin Douglas. I think she's been your partner in crime, has she
certainly has. I think we've spent at least 3 days a week together since September putting this together. I'd call us the biggest beggars in Gympie for going out and getting sponsorship. Robin's amazing. She's got great design ability. She's creative, and I just follow along and she tells me what to do. I'm the computer girl and she's the ideas person. So it's quite amazing.
It's great to see, so many sponsors. You have an event like this, and you've got 10 sponsors, all contributing to. You're running an event today with a pairs event with 32 teams here, $2,000 worth of prize money, and you've got a fours running tomorrow with a similar thing. So, hats off to the sponsors who help contribute to make that all happen.
Yeah, they've been great, and they've been very happy to do so, which is nice. I think they think it's good for Gympie to see an event of this calibre here.
Well, I know that there's quite a number of the bowlers staying at the Stay Motel.
Yeah.
I arrived there yesterday myself and had a couple of beers in my esky, and I sat outside and I just watched the traffic come and go, and there's all these girls sitting around with the crackers and cheeses and whatever, and lo and behold, when I turn up here today, it was all of them that were there last night.
Yeah, that motel has recently been bought by the people who've got it, and George has really stepped up to the mark for us, and I've heard from the people that are staying there that it's just a beautiful motel.
I've travelled extensively in my career all over the country, into country towns and the like, and it's as good a country motel as that I've seen in my 50 years of working life.
Yeah.
And of course, they have now have the benefit of technology and the like, so you're able to do a whole lot of things within their system. You stream directly onto their TV without any cords or things. You just take a photo and it opens up your Foxtel or your Paramount or all of your things that you have yourself. So it's brilliant. And getting under a shower with the power and the heat. I didn't want to get out this morning.
It's good to hear. Yeah. Well, they were very receptive when we went in there, and it's nice to see that it's been beneficial for them as well, because business is not easy at the moment, so we're very grateful to our sponsors.
Yeah, well, the cost of living is putting a lot of stress on a lot of us. So, I can congratulate all of those that have contributed to make this a significant event for a significant milestone.
Yes, it certainly is a significant milestone. And we're still a relatively small club. We don't have a huge number of members, but we'd certainly like more. Now we need ideas on how to do that.
Well, I mean, you've got barefoot bowls, you've got the caravan park concept, and people coming and staying. When they're staying here, there's food options and options at your bar. So it's there's different things. You've obviously got youngsters that are here. I've seen a few of them that have been part of your district and club that are actually playing in these events. Do you have any involvement with the schools up here?
No. We did try to get something going with James Nash, but the biggest problem with the schools is the transport of the children. It's quite expensive to transport them for a game of bowls at the bowls club.
Yeah.
And Kalula, I don't know why Kalula College, we haven't involved them more, but it's not a glamour sport, which makes it hard, even though James Nash over the last, I think this year's the first year that they haven't won the secondary schools competition at Pine Rivers.
That's weird, because the Garrick
they have.
I did the live streaming down there a few years where Riley has been one of the stars down there, and
Cody.
I think he played with his sister last year, Lacey.
Yeah. And we've got Tyler Mason as well, who won with Cody one year.
Yeah.
And we've got Travis Pearce, who's done very well, and Hayden Oster, who originally came from this club.
I think I saw the Oscar name on the honour board.
Yeah, well, actually, Cam, his dad, was just standing here a few minutes ago. But they, there's a lot of good players, and there's Cameron Oster there. And the kids have been supported in this community too, which is nice.
It's good too. They've gone away and playing elsewhere, but they still have an affiliation here and come back. I think somebody was telling me Lacey spoke to you, and she had commitments that because of postponements and various things wasn't able to get here today, but I believe they're coming tomorrow. Well,
Lacey's coming tomorrow, and she's got a whole different team now because Riley and Cody are tied up in Premier League. But I'm thankful to her. She didn't pull her team; she just found new people to come with her.
Yeah, well,
so that was great.
You can't take the country out of country, mate.
No, you can't. You can't.
Well, they have managed to stop the bleeding a bit here, and they have wrestled the jack back. I didn't see the score that they got, but it has stopped. Well, it's a pretty good start. That's what they need. So 13-6 is the number now after 12 ends.
Yeah, we're looking forward to tomorrow now too, because we've made it tough for tomorrow. We've got 2 games of 21 ends.
Oh,
I know.
full on pennant.
Yeah, we're going to test them tomorrow, but we've got some quite good teams coming too, so it should be interesting bowls.
I think I heard Johnny Walker and is coming tomorrow.
He is. He's playing with
Okay.
Ian Sangster and Alan Pritchard. I can't remember the other guy's name, but they should be a force to be reckoned with. And we've got some 2 or 3 strong teams from Glasshouse Mountains,
Okay.
which is
They're
pretty
a
good.
great little club, Glasshouse Mountains. They joined the Sunshine Coast District in my last year as president, and they are a real go-getter.
Yeah,
They're promoting juniors. Billy Tunbridge is the guy down there, and he does a fantastic job with the juniors.
but you know, it's nice that we've been able to attract teams from far and wide to come, because it's a bit of travel, as you know, to get to Gympie. We're a couple of hours north of Brisbane, so you have to make it attractive to make them come.
Oh, I can remember, when I was out playing bowls and going away on tournaments, you went away to places like this, and they were always on the calendar. You always went back. They just make you feel so much at home. Whether you have a winning tournament or a winning weekend, the company was always pleasant, and it was you look forward to coming back and getting an invite to come back the next year.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping we can build on this and it can become a regular event. I know a couple of our sponsors are quite keen to continue, so...
Well, if you're getting the support from the players, especially when, you have sponsors like the Stay Motel and the like, where, people are coming from the coast and ways, use that accommodation, that just makes those people, more... keen to be involved and continue to be involved.
Yeah. Well, one of our sponsors, Tom Grady, he has run the Calcutta at our Melbourne Cup Day for 40 years.
Pickle me grandmother.
I know. He's an auctioneer in town, and he's a wonderful person, Tom, and we've actually got him an article on him in our book that we've published for the 20 years because of that sort of service to our club.
Is that the book that someone was
Yes.
showing around?
Yeah.
I just didn't get a real good chance to have a skim through it last night. But
Oh no, this isn't the one we put out. We did the last 20 years and we've just released it today.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
it
must have been the...
That was the 100-year book that
Okay.
you had
Yep.
yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, but Tom is a pretty special person to our bowls community anyway. Tom and Lynn, they're wonderful. His daughter Sharon actually wrote the book for us as well.
To get a bit lucky here. No, it didn't happen. There's a real opportunity here for Wayne to add to this. He's out in a good field. It's all now down to his finish and his run. I think he's going to get in there. Quite possibly.
What's Ruth going to do?
Ruth has the opportunity to turn it around here. Be a very pivotal moment in the match here. Could sway it either way. Oh, she's well down.
She's got them.
She's just going to sit out. Oh, that could possibly be the shot, I think. Oh, they're staring it around before they get the measure out. I did fancy the blue, but see what sort of judge I am from the sideline. Oh, maybe not. Oh no. Oh, they've called for the umpire. Well, it will be a pivotal moment in this game to see which way this measure goes. Make it very difficult for the Nairns if they don't have the shot here. So do you have a role tonight? Are you getting up to say a few words?
Yes, Robin and I are going to co-host tonight and introduce the special guests. And
so have you spent some time in preparing your routine? You're doing the Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin thing, are you?
Yeah, definitely.
I look forward to that.
It might be our first time to let our hair down tonight. We'll wait till all the special people leave and then we'll have our little enjoyment for the evening. You're under a bit of pressure when you're putting these things on.
If I'd have known about that caravan thing, I'd have bought the Zambuca.
I know one of the ladies from Mackay's got a bottle of ouzo. But it's really nice to see the greens full.
It's
nothing like it.
Anybody in bowls that when you look up and see your greens full, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Ruth was able to convert with that last shot and has got the shot. So they move on to 14 now. After 13 ends, so 14-6 with 3 to play. Very difficult task now for Team Nairn.
Yeah.
I think the job there for them is to try and at least win the last 3 ends, so that they're continuing to score and in doing so reducing the margin. So it may still have the ability to keep them in the prize range, but that's a really good start from John. He's put the pressure right back on. I'm sure he's enjoying being back at his old club with a family's got a history.
He's a very nice bloke too.
That helps.
Yeah, pretty well respected here he is.
Yeah, well, respect is earned, so it speaks highly when you have respect from people.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Just not going to be happy with that. I think he's turned his back and sent that one to Coventry. Bonny needs to avoid that last one, which she has. It's a good effort in the head. That's what the skip needs. He needs some bowls to be able to work with. Stuff at the front's no good.
Wendy, are never part of our caravan team.
Yes, I was here when Wendy came over last night.
We've got a few from Harvey Bay.
Yeah, I think they're off home tomorrow.
Yes.
And then back to Brisbane for Bowls Queensland on Tuesday. John and Ruth are holding one. Let's see what Ruth can do with this one. Can she add to the total? Pretty well down here. It's just down on the weight. And it's going to pull up nicely. That's a very good bowl.
She's got a lovely style.
Well, Wayne's been fairly direct at this. Managed to turn one away, but not out far enough. They still holding two. Looks like some of the teams are just about finishing up. We're getting close. Some rinks.
I'll leave you to it then.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to sharing a drink and having a laugh with you tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
So thanks so much, Gillian. Another well-pointed one from Ruth. Well-pointed and well-weighted. Just going to lay down that other one. Probably got a couple there. One's just rocked back on its other side. So Wayne is pretty direct at it. I think he's going to find the hole right between the two of them. He pretty much did. Absolutely no luck going their way. Well, they've kicked out. Did you pick it up? Yep. Two more. So we are up and back. So with the leaders after the first two games looking like having a loss here, the remaining four sides that are still in the hunt are all on the other green. So a bit difficult to try and bring you an update. A good looking bowl coming in here from Robin. Bonnie, I beg your pardon. Looking at the sheet in front of me, not at the screen. This one's a little light and tight, I think. Yeah, still needed a metre and a half or so. And I'm running to the front stuff. Nothing more frustrating. John's given this a nice wide berth. It's on its way back now. Pothole Pete, Gold Coast Tweed, the best in Sydney last week, Gympie this week. Yeah, you got that right, mate. Afternoon, David. Mr. Duplessis. Quite a few viewers joining the stream from South Africa today. I think the frustration setting in a bit for Wayne. Ruth is got another one who looks like joining the count here. Oh, just stayed out there a little longer than I thought. They're just going to run in and punch his own up, which he has. Not far enough though. The last one on this end for Ruth. Again, she's well pointed. Just need to drop the anchor a bit, just a bit runny. Final bowl for Wayne on the penultimate end. And he's pretty much drawn the ultimate. I know, so yep, just about to the last end now. 8 shots the difference. The best that they can do is hope to get the win and reduce the margin. John's bowl that's going to find its home behind as well. Still plenty of room for both to draw in there. A great bowl there from Bonny. Well, that's a great last bowl from John. He's taken out that shot bowl cleanly. I think he'd be fairly happy with his game. Played pretty well. Wayne's trying to draw this. He's on a good line. He's got to just slide through a bit. Ruth's a bit runny as well. There's still plenty of room there for the shot to be drawn. Wayne's managed to collect the jack, take it back, and he's gone with it. Looks like he may have the shot there. Just a bit difficulty trying to read how far away that front pole is. And I believe that, oh, there we go. So there's about a metre or so to that front pole. I think Ruth's just trying to draw down under and draw inside these two orange bowls. A pretty good effort. Just a fraction wide to being the perfect bowl. Opportunity here for Wayne. Touch of the kitty would be good. He's on a good line. Starting to work now. Just going to run fraction past. So John's come out and given Ruth the option of drawing on the opposite hand. And she's followed the advice provided by a third. She's played it on a pretty good line. She's not going to get here, but they survey things. They're going to pull two out. So, although they haven't managed to win the game, they have got the last two ends out, which has the potential to alleviate the potential loss of points that they would have had with losing both of those ends and having more go on the margin. They've managed to reduce the margin. So it is still a comfortable win to John and Ruth, representing the Tin Can Bay Bowls Club. They played some very good bowls in trying conditions, and as it turns out, comprehensively finished over the leaders at after 2 games, who were well in front. And it's been a great day of bowls here at Gympie Bowls Club. We've finishing up fairly early in the afternoon as preparations start to ramp up for the big Diamond Jubilee dinner tonight at the club. There's a lot of work gone in by the volunteers to ensure a big night. There's dignitaries, members of parliament, local businessmen, and all of our sponsors will be in attendance tonight, so it promises to be a brilliant night. So again, let's get around to thanking our sponsors who have made such a great contribution to this event. 120 years of bowls in Gympie, and it couldn't happen without the support of such great sponsors. So a big thank you to Community Bank, Gympie and District, Bendigo Bank, the major sponsors, to Gympie Regional Council, who have sponsored the live streaming, to Stay Motel, who have provided sponsorship and are playing host to Robbie and I for the weekend. The RSL Gympie sub-branch, thank you for your support. Tom Grady Real Estate, I heard a story during the commentary that Tom Grady has actually done the Melbourne Cup Calcutta here at this bowls club for nearly 40 years. So a great association, and thanks for the continued support, Tom. Oakvale Homes, again, thank you for your contribution. And the other sponsors who have been involved in this celebration of bowls over the week: Nestle, John Mill Toyota, Nolan Meats, and Gympie Party World. So on behalf of Robbie and I and the Gold Coast Tweed Association, we'd like to wish you all a good afternoon, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow morning for the Fours event. Thank you.